Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and whew, wow, yeah, looks like it's finally the first one for, of course, this month right about now. Yeah, I really cannot wait to actually talk about this one, and I'm super pumped that this is actually the very first one for this month, and yeah, I guess if you couldn't recall right about now, we've officially hit the month of June as we speak, and I couldn't help but feel absolutely thrilled by it. I think we're now officially in the middle of the year right about now, and of course that does lead to, of course, one thing that's already in everybody's mind. That's right, summer vacation is about to hit upon us once again, so yeah, I guess if anything, I am actually quite thrilled that we're officially in the middle of the month already. Man, I guess shows, yeah, just goes to show that time flies really fast, so. But hey, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm of course here to officially talk about the latest movie that I officially saw right about now, which, yeah, I guess it's actually pretty commonplace for, of course, these thoughts videos right about now, and with, of course, this one, I've been super pumped to actually talk about this one ever since the day I've actually heard the announcement that excuse me, yeah, ever since the day it actually was first announced, probably as early as last month as we speak, so yeah, I really cannot wait to officially talk about this one, so yeah, I guess that's what I kind of figure I would do. Alright. So yeah, I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, I figure it's probably best to, of course, hit up Google Netflix once again to officially talk about this movie I'm gonna be talking about, and yeah, I know a lot of you guys are actually saying to yourself, what about some movies that are coming out in theaters as we speak? So yeah, don't worry about a thing. I am definitely gonna get right on to those later on. Like, of course, I'm definitely gonna go see In the Heights, and I think I am probably gonna shoot for maybe sometime later this month to see Spirit Untamed, and I'm gonna try my best to actually see Peter Rabbit 2 that's coming out, and. But hey, I guess pretty much on top of course, the movies that I have planned to actually see in theaters, but yeah, I think I also do have a few other movies that are coming out onto streaming services that I am of course going to be talking about, like not just this movie that I'm going to be getting right on to right about now, but yeah, I think I'm definitely going to hit up Disney Plus once again to check out the new Pixar movie Luca, and I guess for the case of Netflix, I think I'm definitely going to shoot for seeing Wish Dragon that's coming up for sure. So yeah, I guess some point around next week, depending on when this video goes live, Wish Dragon will probably be up on Netflix, and I am definitely seeing that for sure. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about. I'm of course going to be talking about this movie that just landed Netflix earlier today, depending on when I'm recording this right about now. And yeah, I guess if anything, I think it's actually gonna be well worth it to talk about, and thankfully it is of course another anime that I absolutely love, to which I guess if you couldn't tell by my wonderful My Hero Academia t-shirt that I'm wearing, so yeah, kind of fits the tone for, of course, what I'm gonna be talking about. So yeah, I think for those who actually don't actually know, I might as well go ahead and jump right onto it anyway. So yeah, for today's thoughts video right about now, I think it's about time that we've actually dabbled into not just any movie on Netflix, but a two-part movie on Netflix. So yeah, I guess if anything, two for the price of one, in pretty much with all that together in one super long runtime for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, that's kind of what I figure I would do for sure. And yeah, I guess if anything, I think for this two-parter movie right here by now, I think it's about time that we talk about it, In the Name of the Moon. So yeah, I guess right about now, I think if you couldn't recall based on that actual hint for sure, I think it's actually pretty clear on what I'm going to be talking about. But for those who don't, to be honest, I'm officially going to be talking about the two-parter movie that just landed Netflix earlier today, simply known as Sailor Moon Eternal. So yeah, I am super hyped to actually talk about this movie right about now, and thankfully, right around after its official release in Japan earlier this year, it finally came to us, not necessarily through a theatrical release, as what we were or some of us were hoping for, but rather instead, Netflix has officially given us that movie for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, the movie is officially out onto Netflix right about now, and yeah, now that I've actually seen it, I'm fully ready to talk about this movie. So yeah, that's what I kind of figured I would do. All right. I think something must have flown to my eye. Probably nothing to worry about. So yeah, I guess right about now, just to get this out of the way for those who actually haven't been kept up to date with me on this channel, or have been, well, living under a rock for sure, I think I might as well go ahead and get this out of the way right up now. So yeah, I guess if you actually know me hands down, in case you actually wanted to know, yes, I will have to say I am madly in love with Sailor Moon for sure. I think I've actually fell in love with Hig pretty much ever since the day, I think, probably right around 2013 when I actually found out about it. In fact, I think I know for sure this show pretty much came out, I think, pretty much in my early days for sure. So practically, I think pretty much Sailor Moon has, of course, been around for quite a long time. Almost, I dare even say, almost as long as I am for sure. So yeah. Yeah, I know it's saying a whole lot, seeing of how I was around since the mid-90s, and of course Sailor Moon was, of course, first introduced a few years earlier than me, but hey, I guess regardless, it still came out around the same decade that I came around, but hey, I think it's still actually well worth it. So yeah, pretty much ever since the day I first discovered it back in 2013, I am madly in love with Sailor Moon for sure. And I think with, of course, everything that I've been seeing right about now, like not just the original anime, but also its reboot, Sailor Moon Crystal, and even taking a good glimpse of the original manga both versions are, of course, based on. I always get a kick out of Sailor Moon a whole lot. I think it's actually really engaging. I find myself absolutely loving it for sure. So yeah, and of course, not only that, I have done pretty much a good number of videos revolving around Sailor Moon. Quite frankly, my most notable one that I did was indeed my Sailor Moon versus Sailor Moon Crystal video that I did back in 2019, which was my most ambitious project that took me 2 years to finally get it done, but hey, I bet it was actually well worth it. And not to mention, I think right around last week, I actually did a full-on review on, of course, the 5th season of the original Sailor Moon anime, which was, of course, Sailor Star. So yeah, if you haven't actually checked those two videos out, yeah, I suggest you do so. I've worked really hard to actually get these videos out for sure. So yeah. So yeah, I think those are actually the two videos that I've actually done revolving around Sailor Moon, and yeah, like I said, I not only absolutely love the original manga, but I always get a kick out of course, the two anime shows that came out for sure. I think I will have to say, I do admire the original Sailor Moon anime for what it is, but I do have to say Crystal is a far better version of course, Sailor Moon in particular, in terms of course, putting it out as an anime for sure. So yeah, that's actually how I felt about the two Sailor Moon anime shows for sure. And of course, not only that, I've actually done about a few cosplay cosplays, involving a couple characters on, of course, Sailor Moon. Like, of course, the first one was, of course, my gender-bent version of Sailor Moon herself, to which I have to say is probably one of my favorite cosplays that I've actually done, and I always get a kick out of wearing the costume for sure. And of course, not only that, but I've also cosplayed as Tuxedo Mask, which I do think is pretty much on the same level as, of course, my gender-bent Sailor Moon cosplay for sure. And of course, speaking of the latter, I also did a casual cosplay that I've put together, which is, of course, on his alter ego, Mamoru Chiba. So, yeah, I guess if anything, that's pretty much 3 Sailor Moon cosplays that I've actually done, and I absolutely love the hell out of them, and even actually getting to debut pretty much the first 2 that I've mentioned at conventions that I've went to in the past actually really does bring me a whole lot of joy. I really love the way both of these costumes actually turned out, So yeah, I guess if anything, whatever the case of course, all of those stuff that I've actually mentioned, that is how much I absolutely love Sailor Moon for sure. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love Sailor Moon in a nutshell. It's right up there as one of my all-time favorite anime that I always get a kick out of watching, whether of course being either a show or a movie in particular. So yeah, that's definitely right up there for sure. I love it a whole lot. So yeah, when I actually heard news about, of course, that pretty much that they're going to be doing a 2-part movie which will serve as a continuation to Crystal, I got hyped for, of course, we'll be going down for it because quite frankly, I know several years ago I did came out of course, seeing all 3 seasons of Crystal alongside, of course, watching the original anime alongside it, and yeah. What else can I say? I'm actually really quite thrilled to actually get all 3 seasons of course, Sailor Moon Crystal on DVD and Blu-ray, right alongside all 5 seasons of the original anime in a nutshell. So yeah, I was really quite excited to actually see what will be going on for, of course, the movie, and I've even built up the hype for, of course, this movie, like I said, in both my Sailor Moon vs. Sailor Moon Crystal video, and of course my Sailor Stars review that I did. So yeah, I was extremely hyped to actually see what will be going on for, of course, this movie in particular, and of course, after quite some time, especially after its official release in Japan, the movie is finally out onto Netflix right about now, which, yeah, I guess it's probably a really good place to, of course, put this movie on, because, yeah, what else can you say? People can crave for anything on Netflix nowadays, so yeah. Now that pretty much the long version is out of the way, like I said, I did manage to, of course, watch both parts of this movie right about now, and now that I've actually finished watching it all the way through, what do I think of this movie overall? Well, I guess if anything, as someone who actually really loves Sailor Moon, I am not disappointed by this, because if anything, I adored the hell out of this movie. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything that I've actually been seeing by far, I absolutely really love this movie a whole lot. I think it's actually right up there as one of the greatest I've actually seen in my entire life. So yeah, that's actually how much I actually really love this movie, hands down. It is absolutely great by far. Whether, of course, be one part or the second or both, all of that combined actually makes this movie all the more fantastic. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love this movie. Alright. So yeah, I guess now that I've actually got that out of the way, I might as well go ahead and talk about the main aspects for, of course, this movie, or, of course, everything that I need to talk about for sure. First of all is, of course, the story for, of course, this movie. Now, So, yeah, I guess if anything, if you actually know, of course, the ending to, of course, Season 3 of Sailor Moon Crystal, I think it's pretty clear on, of course, what this movie is trying to go for. But hey, if you haven't seen Sailor Moon Crystal just yet, I suggest you do so right about now. It will actually give you a full idea, of course, what's structured out for sure, just until you actually get to this part. So yeah, I guess if anything, I guess for the story for, of course, this movie, it actually does follow the same route as, of course, what Sailor Moon Crystal did, where, of course, unlike the original Sailor Moon anime, where it wanted to, of course, go for its own individual storyline, in particular, Crystal, on the other hand, went for, of course, staying true to the original manga that it's based on, which does kind of make sense, and I guess, in case a lot of you guys don't want to, are quite curious to know what they're going for this movie. This movie actually decided to go for the Dead Moon Circus story arc as we speak. So yeah, pretty much this movie actually picked up where Season 3 of Crystal left off and actually continue on of course, what it's trying to do for the main storyline. Yeah, and of course, actually get the Dead Moon Circus story arc of course, Sailor Moon out of the way, and I guess for what it is, I do think the story for, of course, this movie is brilliantly structured out as we speak. I think with, of course, everything that's actually been building up as we speak, I think it actually does make the story actually all the more engaging. I think it's actually got really clever scenes that's been structured out for sure, and of course it actually brought in some really great development on, of course, what it has to do, and I really do admire, of course, how well the story actually decided to go for. Yeah, pretty much, like I said, I think pretty much making pretty much its own standalone movie, while at the same time follow in the footsteps on, of course, what Crystal did and actually stay true to the original manga that Sailor Moon is based on. So yeah, that's actually really engaging. I really love the way it actually turned out for, of course, this movie right about now, and that's what I think is, of course, one of the major improvements that Crystal did, unlike the original did, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love the original Sailor Moon anime, hands down, but hey, if I were to go past, pretty much go back to the past and actually tell 27 me when, 2017 me, and of course, when I was putting together Sailor Moon versus Sailor Moon Crystal, I truly wish that maybe the point for best story would have gone to Crystal instead of the original, but hey, I can't fully deny that for sure, because, yeah, if I did say that the original Sailor Moon anime did a much better job in, of course, story, then I guess I might as well say it. But I guess regardless on that, that's not hurting on what I thought about the story for of course, this movie. I really love the way it actually turned out, and I really do admire on, of course, what it's trying to do, pretty much making it as a really good standalone movie, while at the same time staying true to one of the story arcs in the manga. That's how much I actually really love it. And plus, not only that, I also find the film's writing, I have to say, to be brilliantly spot on. I think with, of course, every single dialogue big to every single bit of action that you see on screen, all that written out is actually done massively well. I really do admire on how well the writing for, of course, this movie actually turned out, and I guess I should know right about now. In fact, probably based on my knowledge, the creator of course, the original Sailor Moon manga that had both anime versions are, of course, based on Naoka Takeuchi, actually came in to, of course, help out with, of course, this movie, and I actually really do admire, of course, what it's actually trying to do. So yeah, I guess if anything, yeah, I think with, of course, Naoka Takeuchi actually coming in to, of course, help out with, of course, this movie, I really love the amount of hard work that she's actually trying to do to actually make this movie work, and it actually does make it all the more engaging, and yeah, it's pretty much the same thing I can say for, of course, the writing for, of course, this movie. I really do admire how well written this movie turned out, and I think with, of course, everything I've actually been seeing, it makes it all the more engaging, and I really love on how well written this movie is. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much on how I feel about the film's writing right about now. Alright. So yeah, I guess now that I've got that out of the way, mainly the story and the writing, and plus that little extra bit on, of course, Naoki Takeuchi coming in for, of course, this movie, I might as well go ahead and jump ahead to, of course, the next thing I need to talk about. Pretty much the next thing I can say right about now is, of course, the characters for this movie, and yeah, much like on what I actually said about the recent Mortal Kombat movie, I think we all know the characters hands down, being, of course, Sailor Moon, yeah, and of course the other Sailor Guardians, with, of course, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Venus, and of course, the Outer Guardians, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Saturn, and of course a few others that I should mention for sure, like of course Tuxedo Mask, Sailor Chibi Moo, Luna, Artemis, Diana. Again, that's just to name a few. So yeah, I guess we all know the characters hands down, and I guess for the case of this movie right about now, I will have to say they are incredibly likable, and they are incredibly interesting for sure. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything that I've actually seen by far, their characteristics have actually grown a whole lot ever since the reboot actually first began. And excuse me, just had to lay out some gas. So yeah, I guess with, of course, in regards of the characters, I really do admire on how likable and how interesting they are. I think with, of course, every single one of their characteristics is, of course, the same as always, and I really do admire the way they actually turned out. And plus, I think it's actually pretty interesting to notice that they're actually been given some really interesting character development for sure. So yeah, I think with, of course, again, with pretty much going back a bit to, of course, my review on Sailor Stars that I did last week, I really do admire that, of course, all the characters in this movie has been given some really interesting character development for sure. I think with, of course, everything I've actually been seeing, you actually do get to know them, and you actually really do admire, of course, what type of flaws and struggles that they're going for, yeah, or what they're going through, and trying their best to actually see how they're going to overcome them. That's how likable these are. And even I will admit, the villains, I have to say, again, being, of course, the Dead Moon Circus, I will have to say they are really great villains for sure. I really love the way he actually turned out. Yeah, and I will have to say, it's almost like pretty much what I actually felt about the Death Busters, and of course season 3 of Crystal that I saw some time ago. They are incredibly likable for sure, on top of course, a few other of the villains in the reboot. And again, that's mainly in regards to of course, what I think the villains in the original Sailor Moon anime is actually better than the remake, so. But yeah, I think I really should I think I should really stop with these comparisons to, of course, the original and reboot to the Sailor Moon anime. So yeah, I guess with, of course, what I have to say, all the characters in this movie are incredibly likable, and I really love on how well interesting they turned out. So yeah, I really do admire every single one of them that I've actually seen on screen. I really do care for them a whole lot, and plus, I think I will have to say, I really do admire all the actors that actually came on board for, of course, this movie. Yeah, whether, of course, the original, pretty much all the actors in the original Japanese version, or, of course, all the actors that play all these characters in its English dub, or mainly a great number of other ones, and, of course, other languages, to which, yeah, I should mention this right, but now I did watch this movie in its English dub for sure, and And yeah, I have to say, all the actors that actually came on board for, of course, this movie, they pulled off some fantastic performances in my opinion. I think with, of course, everything I've actually seen, pretty much their line delivery to the way on how they emote, I think they actually did bring out some really great acting in, of course, this movie, and I really do admire on how well it's actually turned out. So yeah, I guess if anything, I really do admire all the actors that actually came on board to actually play all these characters in this movie. They pulled off some fantastic performances, in my opinion, and I really love the way each and every one of them turned out. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, I guess now that I've actually got the characters and the actors out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, quite a whole lot. I guess first of all is, of course, pretty much the main aspect for, of course, anything related to a Sailor Moon or any anime in general is indeed the animation. And, excuse me, I must have breathed down the wrong throat, So yeah, I guess in regards to, of course, the animation for, of course, this movie, my god, it's probably the best I've actually seen on screen by far. I think it's actually really some incredible animation that I've actually seen because, yeah, I should mention this, right about now, pretty much not just Toei Animation came in to actually do the animation work for, of course, this movie, but they also brought in Studio Dean to, of course, help out with the animation, and I never thought I would see the day that had two animation companies, one that had actually did a great number of course, Sailor Moon projects in the past, and the other one is pretty much their first outing on this one. I will have to say the animation of course, this movie is absolutely incredible, and I really love the way it actually turned out for sure. I think it's practically the best bit of animation I've actually seen by far. Pretty much almost similar to, of course, two movies I've actually covered in the past, which was, of course, Riot and the Last Dragon and Demon Slayer Mugen Train. So yeah, I guess if anything, I really do admire the incredible animation for, of course, this movie. I think it's practically the best I've actually seen in any movie in particular. And again, it's right up there with, of course, those two that I've actually mentioned earlier. So yeah, and plus, not only that, I really do admire on how action-packed this movie is, as it actually delivers some really great action scenes and some really great fight scenes, in my opinion. I really love the way it actually turned out, which actually does help the animation work extremely well. I also really do admire the nice direction that, of course, this movie has been given by, of course, this film's director or directors. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick to a director right about now. It's actually done really well. I really do admire, of course, the incredible music, and I really love the way on how well it actually composed, and I really do admire on how well Ackleyattack for, of course, this movie, as everything has been caught up massively well. So yeah, what else more I can say about this movie? That is actually how much I really love this movie, hands down. It actually makes it all the more engaging. I really love the way everything actually turned out, and yeah, with all the aspects that I've actually said, that's what makes this movie stand out a whole lot. That's how much I actually really love it. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear on, of course, what I have to say on that. Alright. So yeah, I guess with everything that I need to say, that's actually how much I really love this movie, hands down. So yeah, but yeah, I think if there's one nitpick that I actually do have with this movie is that I will have to admit it does kind of fall through on the similar problem that I actually have with, of course, Sailor Moon Crystal, is that maybe some parts of it, I will have to say, must have gone on for way too fast as we speak. Like, of course, there's hardly any time to, of course, actually establish what's going on before the next thing has to happen. But hey, again, that's just a major nitpick that I actually have with this movie, and I do get the idea that it's actually trying its best to, of course, stay true to the original manga that it's based on, and good on them if you ask me. So yeah, I can't actually fault it for that, because yeah, whatever they need to do, it still works for sure. So yeah, props to the people who made this movie for, of course, overcoming that. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say. Alright. So yeah, I guess with, of course, everything that I need to say right about now, what else more I can say right about now? So yeah, I guess with all that combined, pretty much in my overall thoughts on, of course, this one, I really do admire Sailor Moon Eternal a whole lot. I think it's actually a really great movie, hands down. I think with, of course, everything that I'm seeing, from, of course, the story, the writing, to, of course, the interesting characters, incredible actors, breathtaking animation, it actually makes this movie all the more incredible, and I couldn't help but absolutely love it all the way through. So yeah, that's actually how much I really love this movie, hands down. I think with, of course, everything that I've actually seen by far, I really do love the hell out of this movie. It's actually probably one of the best I've actually seen this year. So yeah, I guess if anything, I'm definitely putting this right alongside Demon Slayer Mugen Train as probably one of the best movies I've actually seen by far, not only this year, or of course my entire life in a nutshell, but yeah, I think it's probably right up there somewhere in my list that I would organize. So yeah, that's actually how much I really love this movie, hands down. It's right up there alongside Demon Slayer Mugen Train in a nutshell. So yeah, I guess if you are quite curious to actually see this movie for yourself, then not to worry about a thing. Both parts of this movie are officially up on Netflix as we speak. So yeah, if you got a few hours of your time, and of course, if you're a die-hard Sailor Moon fan like I am, then definitely see this movie for yourself. I think it's guaranteed to, of course, get you fully pumped up, and of course, it's actually a really engaging movie that of course, you will love and enjoy, once again, in the name of the moon. So yeah, that's actually how much I really love this movie. So yeah, for my final score right about now, I'm of course going to give Sailor Moon Eternal an outstanding 9 out of 10. Like I said, it's probably one of the best movies I've actually seen this year, let alone my entire life in a nutshell, and I couldn't help but fully recommend it to all of you guys. It's an action-packed thrill ride that you definitely don't want to miss anytime soon. So yeah, if you got the time, fire up Netflix and actually see this movie for yourself. I guarantee that you'll fully love it. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for, of course, this thoughts video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have seen Sailor Moon Eternal for yourself, whether, of course, you be a die-hard fan, or, of course, a newcomer to, of course, the entire franchise, or maybe both, or neither in between, then let me know what you thought about this movie in the comment section below, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And, of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Depending on which ones will be coming up, but we shall wait and see. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided with, of course, all the links down in the description box below if you want to see, well, updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of other stuff that I got going on in my personal life. And, of course, don't forget to support me on Patreon to see some sneak peeks to some videos that I got coming up, as well as some other awesome rewards to help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and yeah, I'm actually really glad to finally get this out of the way, and it was actually well worth the wait to actually see this movie right about now. So yeah, and I guess if anything, I'm really excited to see what I'm going to be talking about in the next Thoughts video, and yeah, like I said, I'll definitely get to, of course, the other ones that I've mentioned earlier. Like I said, not just Wish Dragon, also on Netflix, that'll be coming up, but also, of course, Luca on Disney Plus, that's going to be coming up, as well as, of course, the 3 movies coming out in theaters as we speak, which again, are In the Heights, Spirit Untamed, and Peter Rabbit 2, so yeah, don't worry, I'll definitely get to those later on, but I guess until then, definitely be on the lookout to see what I've got next for sure. Either a new Thoughts video or maybe a miscellaneous project that I would do, but we shall wait and see. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.